Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with your girl Gracie and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is a lot of hard work that has gone into Gracie's formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash. He keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction that's needed. And the only correction, if you remember from Dolly, is a little tug and release on the training collar. Now, the first exercise that they're demonstrating for us is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash without dragging you down the street, jumping up to bite the leash, pulling out in front of you, dropping her head to eat things off the ground. It's a nice walk, and when you stop, she should sit automatically each time you stop your feet to wait for her next command. So when you're in the city, this is going to come in and be really work for you, because you have to negotiate the city streets, you have to cross traffic. In this way, she's walking nicely with you, and when you stop walking, she sits automatically without being told to wait for her next command. And the next command that we're demonstrating is the sit-stay. The sit-stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You want to lengthen out the amount of time that she can hold this. This is good for building self-control. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her. That's an additional distraction, ending up back at heel position. And then he tells her to heel again, and they take off walking. So just this in itself is like a huge accomplishment for Gracie, because she is developing a sense of self-control, but when she got here, she had absolutely nothing. Stay. Rich leaves her again in a sit-stay, and you're going to time yourself. Start out at 20 seconds, work up to 30, work all the way up to a 3-minute sit-stay, and this is going to take work, unfortunately, on your part to get this done. Now this time, instead of Rich returning back to her, he's going to call her. And it's Gracie, come, and he tells her she's a good girl on the way in, and then she sits right in front, and then she goes back to heel. So everything that we've been trying to teach her has to do with her focusing on you, not being a flying lunatic, but staying with you, focusing on you, no biting, no jumping, all of the things that we need her to be for your practice. And again, Rich is going to leave her in a sit-stay. And if she tries to bite the leash or do anything like that, you're going to hear him say no. And now he's going to call her again. Comes right in front and sits. And then she goes back to heel and back sitting. Very good. That was very good. Now, we didn't know if we were going to get these down on commands for you while she was here this time. But we do. The first down that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with her seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, give the firm command to down, and then stay. And again, you're going to lengthen out the amount of time that she can hold this down stay. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her just as he did on the sit-stay, back to heel, and each time they return to the heel position, she expects to get another command. She's doing a very nice job of staying focused and paying attention today. Again, Rich is going to tell her to down. And stay. And instead of returning back to her this time, Rich will call her. She comes right in like a lady and sits, and then she goes back to heel and back sitting. Now, the very last exercise that we're going to attempt to demonstrate for you is her down from a distance. She just did it before I turned the camera on, so we will see if she will do it again. Rich leaves her in a sit-stay, and he turns to face her, but he doesn't go all the way out to the end of his leash because we want to be able to ensure, there you go, that wasn't too bad. And that is your down from a distance. So she has mastered all of the basic obedience commands: your heel, your automatic sit, your sit stay, your down stay, your down from a distance, and your come. The challenge is now going to be to get her to do all of these commands for you. And you're gonna have to report back to me as to how you're doing after our lesson tomorrow. We've enjoyed having her. We really want to thank you guys for using Nora's again. We've had a great time with her, and we will see you soon.